Hey, shalom, shalom. Anak na waha ay boya sha Allah hawalakim. La atam call shabawai baharakha wa kakshaw. Yahweh bahashim Yahweh. Hey, with the Hebrew Israelites coming to you week in and week out through the spirit and power of Yahweh bahashim Yahweh to preach to you so-called Negroes, Latinos, Native Americans, West Indians, Haitians, and Israelite foreigners. Nechamatam kaya hamalakwath hashemayim korab. Repent ye, for the kingdom of heaven is at hand. Call Laim La, Yahweh, Bashim Yahweh, Bashim Chahakodash, Wamashana Kabadim Zaquim Nawa, Wamalakam Shor Yasha Allah Zaquim Chagadawa, Wachasa, Washalawam, Wabarakim La Bachayasha Gawash Shalawam. So all praise to the Most High Yahweh, which means He exists. Bahashim, in the name Yahweh Shah, He delivers. Double honors to the elders and apostles of Israel, the elders and apostles of Great Millstone, and mercy, peace, and blessings to the elect of the nation of Israel, Shalom, which means peace. So this is an article on BBS. It says, White House says Biden has formed an interagency group to draft anti-Trump strategy. Amid a surge in hateful rhetoric and violence, President JB on Monday formed a new interagency group to develop a national strategy to combat anti-Trump, the White House announced. It says the actions comes at a time when anti-J vitriol is being spread by prominent public figures. All right, and this whole thing that they said was he wanted to create a inclusive society, essentially. I'm gonna get a quick precept though. This is First Maccabees chapter 1 and verse 11, or chapter 1 and verse 41. It says, moreover, King Antiochus wrote to his whole kingdom that all should be one people. And when you go into the word inclusive, that basically they want everybody. That means everybody. They want everybody on the same page. You know, creating that spirit of Babal. All right. However, they want everybody to be on the same page. You know, that's essentially what they're doing now. All right, but let's keep reading. It says, led by White House domestic policy and national security councils, the new group will consult with community leaders, government officials, lawmakers, and activists as it drafts a national strategy to tackle anti-Shum and the H-denial. So, let's go into some of these words. It says community leaders, you know, they're going to do what they always do with these community leaders, you know, talk to these so-called leaders amongst Jake, you know, you Negroes, Latinos, Native Americans. Chiefly it's going to be Judah. You know, it says government officials, you know, they're going to try to put different legislations and stuff so that they can carry it out. And like, you know, the government officials, i.e. like local government officials like your police and those of that nature. And it says lawmakers, they can start putting legislations in order so that if you say certain things, you'll be fined or you'll be jailed or something like that, you know. The persecution is nigh. It says an activist. So you know, like the people that march up and down the street, you know, like it's a group down here in Charlotte. They talk about you know, the so-called problems they deal with in Iran, you know, the woman over there, but just people like that. It says as it drafts a national strategy to tackle anti-Shum and H-denial. It says the action follows on Biden's public commitment to healing the soul of the nation. Commitment to healing the soul of the nation. And the scriptures say, we would have healed Babylon, but she is not healed. You know, this place is Babylon the Great. So like, after seeing hate groups marching in Charlottesville, Virginia with torches and swastikas in 2017, an episode that propelled his run for the White House, the strategy will raise understanding about anti-Shum and the threat it poses to the J community and of all Americans, address anti-Shum harassment and abuse both online and offline, seek to prevent anti-Shum attacks and incidents, and encourage whole of society efforts to counter anti-Shem and build a more inclusive nation. All right, and they want everybody to be on board with this. You know, it says Press Secretary Karine Jean-Pierre said in a statement, former President Trump recently hosted Nick Fuentes, a denying white supremacist, at Trump's Mar-a-Lago home in Florida. The rapper Kanye, formerly known as Kanye West, expressed love for Hitler in an interview. That's just control opposition. Because they're going to try to put, oh, well, they'll be like, what was he talking about? Oh, that, just for like the common everyday, Babylonian, so to speak. They'd be like, oh, well, what was he talking about? Oh, he was talking about, so-called blacks being the true JOOS, and they'll say, okay, well, he's associated with Hitler, right? So then it'll paint a picture to those that are not in the know, like, okay, well, those that have that same ideology, you gotta watch out for them because they're dangerous. They support Hitler. It says basketball star Kyrie Irving appeared to promote an anti-Shem film on social media. And again, that's all control opposition, for these Babylonians. It says neo-Nazi trolls are clamoring to return to Twitter as a new CEO. Elon Musk grants amnesty to suspend accounts. It says that announcement comes after a week of Doug Emhoff, the husband of President Kamala Harris, played host to J leaders to discuss the rise in anti-Shem in the U.S. and around the world. And that's because this devil's being exposed. It says the White House said the new group also will coordinate efforts to counter Islamophobia in the U.S. All right. And none of this matters, man. It's all about the truth of the scriptures. So, we see where this is going. It's headed to the persecution. All right. Now, and the elect isn't going to fold, This is the Holy also Psalm chapter 144 and verse 8. It says, whose mouth speaketh vanity. I'm going to start at verse 7. It says, send thine hand from above, rid me and deliver me out of great waters, from the hand of strange children. All right. Run it back. It says, send thine hand from above, rid me and deliver me out of great waters, from the hand of strange children, because Esau gonna come with that he gonna come like a flood, and he coming with that great wrath. We're seeing that great wrath, in recent times. It says, whose mouth speaketh vanity. All right. Get this in another version. Speaking lying words. It says, whose mouth speaketh vanity, and the right hand is a hand of falsehood. You see, so just from this, we see that he doing what he always do. Esau, he'll fake right, and then he'll go left. He always gonna go left. And he's going left. And that left is that falsehood, because they that's what they use, that falsehood. But in this verse it says, whose mouth speaketh vanity, and their right hand is right hand of falsehood. All right, and the right hand is usually what you depend on. So that's what he depends on, that falsehood. He depends on his wickedness, and his wickedness, in this sense, is being applied to that propaganda, because he uses propaganda in damn near everything, and all the wars, because he's declaring war against the nation of Israel, Yasha Allah. All right. We see, just going back, it says, White House says Biden has formed an interagency group to draft anti-Shem strategy. All right. And this is all coming from that great wrath. This is Revelation chapter 12 and verse 12. It says, therefore rejoice, ye heavens, and ye that dwell in them. Woe to the inhabitants of the earth and of the sea, for the devil Esau Edom is come down unto you, having great wrath, because he knoweth that he hath but a short time. All right, he sees that he has a short time, so he coming with that great wrath. You see, but I brought this out of edifying. Call Light Yabashim Shah, Bashim Kakdash. A double honor to the elders and apostles of Israel, The elders in the palace of Great Millstone. Layla Tawab. And Shalom.